Hey guys, and welcome to One of a Kind Reviews. I am Paul.
And I am Dale.
And this is our review of the 2016 Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
If you mess with me, you got no chance. No chance in hell, you got no chance.
Starting off the show, the kickoff show at least, we had a fatal four-way tag match where the winners of the match got entered into the Royal Rumble later in the night.
Which I didn't even know until the match actually started and Michael Cole said something.
Yeah, we just thought it was kind of like a fucking throw-together tag match.
Because they have nothing else for the pre-show.
Because that's what it was. They just kind of put a stipulation on it to make it, like, important.
Yeah, exactly. So this saw Mark Henry and Jack Swagger taking on the Ascension, taking on the Dudleys, taking on Sandow, and I believe Darren Young.
Yes, because we were commenting on what the fuck Titus was doing.
Yeah, what were you doing, Titus? Yeah, you're in the Rumble, but...
He's in the Rumble already, so it doesn't matter. Who cares? And that pretty much sums up how I feel about this match.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who gives a shit?
So, Mark Henry and Jack Swagger won.
Yeah, they shouldn't have even won. If anyone here watched the pre-show, you'd know Sandow was over as fuck. Like, the crowd could not get enough of Sandow.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it in its entirety, and I didn't really bother to go back and watch it, so...
He was, bar AJ Styles, he was probably the most over person in the whole Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Well, there you go. I just don't know how to gauge a fan reaction.
No, apparently not.
So, yep. We'll move on from that monstrosity onto the actual card. So we kicked off the night with Dean Ambrose taking on Kevin Owens in the last man standing match for the Intercontinental title.
Yep, and what a match it was. Absolutely brilliant.
Like, holy crap.
Yep, these two have the perfect psychology, especially for a last man standing match.
Because when you actually go over it, it wasn't an absolute spot fest.
No, it wasn't an absolute spot fest. It wasn't amazing in the way of, like, the spots they pulled off or the wrestling they did, but the psychology just made everything so believable, so good.
It was like a little bit of, like, holy crap spots, a little bit of, like, quality selling, and then psychology all mixed in.
Yeah.
So, well done.
Yep.
Well done.
Perfect mixture.
We've got to mention the cannonball into the barricade.
Or the Kevin Ball, as I like to call it.
Yeah, the Kevin Ball.
The Kevin Ball.
The Kevin Ball into the barricade, which was kind of fucking mental.
Absolutely mental.
Yeah, and then Kevin Owens trying to, like, stab Dean Ambrose with a kendo stick. That was interesting.
And destroying Michael Cole's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And valuable items.
I found that hilarious that, A, he got thrown into it, like, when Michael Cole was, like, mid-call.
Yeah.
As well, like, Kevin Owens gets thrown into the... And then stop, because he got thrown into the Michael Cole. That's what he was getting thrown into.
That's exactly what happened.
And then, like, fucking palmed his face for a whole, 20 seconds and broke things.
Broke glasses, an iPad, an iPhone.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. And, and then we had some pretty crazy spots. Kevin Owens did his, like, weird, like, fisherman suplex thing from the top through a table.
Yep.
And then Ambrose just rose from the dead.
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
And then falling again.
A drunk phoenix.
A drunk phoenix. And, finished the match with a pretty crazy spot of Kevin Owens getting pushed through two tables he set up outside of the ring.
Yeah, well, I mean, it goes to show how well the psychology went in that match. I completely forgot the tables were even there.
Yeah, and it was only like 5 minutes before that.
Exactly.
But, pretty good finish to a very good match. What would you give that?
I'd probably give it 4.5.
Yeah, I was going to go 4.5 Horsemen out of 5 too. Moving on,
we had the WWE Tag Team Championships of the World on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the New Day defending against the Usos.
The Usos.
The Usos, yep.
The Usos. And the return of... Well, not the return of, but the debut of Francesca 2.
Because after all, brothers got needs.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was very weird.
That was weird. Don't know really whether we want to know what you do with Francesca.
You can keep that in your spare time, Xavier.
Maybe that's why you called it Francesca and not like Frank.
Yeah, probably.
But moving on to the actual match, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was actually a decent match. I watched it again with my friend and it went to go show...
It's not me, guys.
No, not him. someone else, but it actually proved to him what I meant by Jimmy was the better of the Usos. If you go back and watch the match, all the spots that were fucked up, Jey Uso fucked up, and all the good spots that the Usos pulled off, it was Jimmy Uso doing it. Go back and watch the match and you'll notice that.
Playing favourites with the Usos here.
Not playing favourites, just what I observed.
Alright, fair enough. But, yeah, so very, very good match and finished with a pretty solid finish, I'd say.
Yeah, it was very impressive from Big E catching, I'm not sure which Uso it was, just out of nowhere.
You knew every other spot what Uso was.
Well, I was too busy focused on Big E at that point.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, so he caught Uso off of the top rope when they were going for their splash, which, like, that doesn't help us differentiate the Usos either.
No, because they both do the splash.
They both have the same finish. It's like, alright,
That's
cool.
helpful.
Yeah, but good finish by the New Day and Big E, and just generally well done New Day.
Yeah, it was a solid match. I mean, it was a good match for the Usos.
Oh, the Usos have good matches, man.
Yeah, every
Come
now
on.
and then they do, yeah.
What do you mean every now and then? As
No.
far as tag teams go, they were one of the better ones in the past, like 3-4 years.
I don't know. They started to bore me a bit. When they were having that big long run, they definitely started
I'm
to bore
not
me.
arguing with the fact that they're boring.
Well, that's exactly my point.
In the ring, though.
Yeah, even in the ring, sometimes they can be a bit boring.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
What do you give that match?
That match particularly, I'll give a 3.5 MB out of 5.
Yeah, I'll go the same. It's exactly what I was thinking.
We just go 4 Horsemen just because the New Day won.
Yeah,
Because,
actually,
like,
good
to
point.
be honest, it's getting to the point
and-
in their title reign where they should be losing.
Or at the same time, we could give that extra half point to Francesco.
Yes, the debut of Francesca number 2.
Yep.
Trombone's back, guys.
Yay!
Yay! Moving on to the next match, we had the US title match, Kalisto taking on Alberto Del Rio.
Yes. It ended very anticlimactic. I thought the match probably would have gone another 5 minutes, but bar that, it was a very solid match.
Yeah, partly think that they might have ended the match a little bit sooner because Kalisto looked like he was about to kill himself.
He almost died.
On several occasions. Like his little Rey Mysterio bump to the outside. I'll never cease to be amazed by that.
Yeah, that's always scary.
That's scary regardless who does
Exactly.
it. And his little, like, sunset flip onto his face.
That's the best way to describe it.
That's pretty much it. He went for a sunset flip powerbomb and then just boom,
Right on the top.
face to the
It
ground.
wasn't even face to the ground. It was like right on the top of his head. He spiked himself bad.
Yeah, so props to Kalisto for surviving that.
Yeah, and he put on a really solid match. I'm very impressed by Kalisto. He's impressing me more and more as every week goes by. And that's saying a lot because he impressed me when I first saw him a lot.
And the Sub-Zero thing.
Exactly, got to give a mention of the Sub-Zero thing.
That was awesome.
We did notice he looked a bit like Scorpion on, I think it was SmackDown.
Yeah.
And we thought it might have been just a coincidence. Turns out it's not.
No, he's going with a Mortal Kombat theme, I think.
Yeah, I'm
So-
not arguing with that.
Oh well, it's good. Anyway, so he won that match and won the US title back.
Yep.
Which is the right decision.
The perfect decision.
Leave it on him.
Exactly.
Moving on.
Yep.
Actually, no, not
No,
moving on. What did you give that match?
I'd stick with a 3.5 for that one.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even go that far. It was 3 MB out of 5. It was a good match.
I thought they made the most of the time they had, but they could have been given a little longer.
Yeah. There wasn't anything that will, like, a week from now I'm going to remember. Apart from Kalisto, like,
almost
almost
dying.
killing himself. But that's for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Moving on, we had the Divas title match. Charlotte defending against Becky Lynch.
Yep, this match was actually really, really good, but with one slight dark spot on it. Namely, being Ric Flair making out with Becky Lynch. That, I don't know, that was just really awkward. It seemed a little rapey to me.
Still not very clear on whether that was against her will or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether that was planned.
Obviously kayfabe, it was against her will, but...
Yeah. As we were discussing earlier, we wouldn't be surprised if they said, oh, you got to distract Becky Lynch, and Ric Flair decided that was his way of distracting her.
Yeah. He's like, oh, well, I've been working a program with this girl for a long time, and I haven't put my hands on her. So
This is weird.
this is my opportunity to do so. And then that happened. So
Yeah, but bar that creepy dark spot, it was a really, really good match.
especially for a Divas match.
Yeah, these two put on a solid match. I was pleasantly surprised. And after the match, we all got what we wanted.
Had a dream I
Thank God.
Fuck yes.
Finally, the We Want Sasha chance went somewhere.
They paid off.
Thank
And
God.
we finally got Sasha.
Yeah, doing some weird, like, heel turn and then...
Face turn, and then...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is she a tweener?
I think so. I'm assuming so.
I suppose if you do a heel turn and a face turn within the space of 30 seconds...
You're almost Big Show.
Pretty much. She's turning into the female Big Show. That's not a good thing.
No.
Okay, well, let's hope that's the only, like, fucking ambiguous turn that she has.
Yeah. Well, back to the match itself. We saw Charlotte go over in this one. Yeah, after a really solid match.
Yeah, no one cares about the match. They
Yeah,
just
no,
care
not
about what
not
happened
really.
after.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
We'll go with 3 MB out of 5.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Sasha's appearance was a 5 out of 5.
Yep.
5 out of 5.
No, that was a holy shit, to be
It
honest.
was a hot, yes, exactly. Because we were really... She was one of the people being speculated to be injured, you know?
Dude, you have no idea how loud I popped when she came out.
You and me both. I was at work. I looked down at my phone. Sasha Banks was there. I actually kind of fangirled while I was serving someone.
My brother was confused. He was like, what are you reacting for? I'm like, it's Sasha fucking Banks. What do you mean, what am I reacting for?
Why do you need an explanation?
Exactly.
Anyway, so moving on from that one, we had the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, what a Royal Rumble match it was.
Surprisingly not shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as far as the in-ring stuff and, some of the eliminations, it wasn't the greatest, but they set up everything perfectly, set up so many good feuds to come from WrestleMania or Fastlane or whatever.
Yeah, like they have options.
Yeah, they have so many options to do so many brilliant things.
Yes, some would say that they have too many options. with
Almost,
some people.
yeah. Almost.
Because, yes, we'll get to that.
Well, I mean, Kevin Owens has got a couple.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, so starting off the match, we had Roman Reigns at number 1, and then Rusev.
Yeah, anticlimactic as fuck.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be something nice. at
See,
number 2.
I was assuming it was going to be like a Big Show or a Braun Strowman just to do that whole, like, oh my god, how is he going to go with the big guy at the start kind of thing. But it was just Rusev.
It's a Rusev crush. I don't know.
As disappointed as I sound saying it's just Rusev, he should never be just Rusev.
But it was just Rusev.
Yeah, it was just Rusev.
But things picked up very quickly after that.
Yep.
So Rusev got eliminated before the next entrant
Which
came
honestly
out.
kind of annoyed me. Until I realised who came out next, then I understood it.
Yeah, like, who cares about Rusev?
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Rusev now.
Yeah, so number 3 was AJ motherfucking Styles.
Yep.
What more do you say
Yeah,
about
I don't
that?
even know what to say about that. I popped like a motherfucker, just as loud as I did for Sasha.
Yeah, and the crowd went absolutely fucking mental for him. And
'Cause
I'm so glad that happened.
I heard the music and I'm like, okay, it's someone new. Is it AJ? Is it Nakamura? Who is it? And then I heard the crowd pop and you knew it had to be AJ.
Yeah, but they fucked up the camera
No
angles.
shit.
Because just as phenomenal was being, like, put on the Titantron, they had the shot on fucking Roman's face.
Like Roman just looked like a fucking dickhead. He was just sitting there like, huh?
Like, who's this?
Huh?
Who's this phenomenal person that's coming to the ring?
I don't know anyone not in WWE.
But as it's kind of occurred to me after the Royal Rumble, I realise now why he got such a pop. They're in Orlando, Florida. That's actually where TNA's based.
Yeah, it is.
So
Exactly.
So the whole time where we were speculating, like, oh, why are they not debuting him in, like, Chicago or, like, Brooklyn?
They debuted him in the perfect place.
The place where he fucking spent most of his career.
Yeah, about 12 years of it.
Yeah, so, good choice on that one.
Yeah.
We didn't think of it.
Yeah, I
but
don't know
whatever.
why.
But, yeah, it was really good to see him come out and actually get a fucking great reaction.
Yep.
Because he was, like, over as fuck for
And-
the first, like, 20 minutes of him being in there.
And that was one thing we were all worried about. How would the crowd react to him? How do people receive his debut?
Because
Very well.
yeah, because I mean, if he got like a mediocre pop, you kind of know that he wouldn't have gone very far.
But
after
with the
that.
pop that he got, I feel like in the back they would have taken note of that and been like, okay, we've got to remember this.
Yeah.
And use him more.
Yeah,
Well, not use him more. You haven't really had that much chance to use him yet.
just use him
All the time.
in general. Just use him. So that'd be good. And he lasted about, I don't know, like just under half an hour or something.
Yeah, I'd say it was about close to 30 minutes.
And as far, like what we were saying, as far as like people got eliminated and they got set up with feuds to match, like AJ Styles, if he was going to get eliminated by anyone on the roster, Kevin Owens.
Exactly. Absolutely perfect choice.
Not a fan of what he said to him before he threw him out.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably got told to say that.
Yeah,
I would say.
I would assume so.
He said, "Welcome to the WWE," and then threw him out. Like, come on, Kevin, you've only been here for like a year and a half.
Yeah, no shit. If anyone would know what he's like, it's you.
Yeah, well, you'd think so. But that would be great.
Yeah.
AJ and Owens.
Yeah, well, considering I was all shitty when he got eliminated, then realised, it was Owens who eliminated him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then just after that happened, Sami fucking Zayn.
Yep. Fuck yes.
Which, to be honest, he kind of got overshadowed a little bit, I feel, by just the magnitude of the Rumble.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't help that AJ Styles debuted on the same night.
Yeah, AJ Styles had just been eliminated.
Yeah.
So, like, the crowd was a little bit shitty.
But I guess that picked him up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it picked him up a little bit, but then, like, he eliminated Owens, and then...
Didn't really do anything.
Nothing.
Because I think Styles got about 4 or 5 eliminations.
Yeah, one comment I do have on AJ Styles in the Rumble, though, is he kind of just took a lot of people's moves.
I did notice that, but...
He didn't hit anything, really.
I noticed that, but in the same sense, I kind of enjoyed it, because it shows that he's willing to sell for other people, and that will probably make WWE very happy.
Yeah, there's different ways to look at it, but we'll just move on to the more important bits of the Rumble. So Roman Reigns got pulled out about halfway through the Rumble.
How much like 1999 do you want to be? Fuck off.
I mean, minus the women's bathroom spot.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Pretty much the same. So, yeah, he got taken out for most of it.
Which was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, like, I mean, if he's not going to win, like, leave him in the match.
Exactly.
Leave him in the match. Just do what he did last year. Take a nap in the corner. Like,
no, it's better than fucking actually leaving.
Yeah, or literally, like, you got put through a table. Just stay there.
Yeah, that's another thing that didn't make sense to me. If the League of Nations was smart, after you put him through the table, wouldn't you just throw him in the ring so someone could throw him out?
No. Why would you do that?
Because logic apparently doesn't exist.
Exactly. But it's like, why did Lesnar not come back in the ring and eliminate Bray Wyatt?
Exactly. Good point.
It would have been easy to do.
No shit.
Anyway, so moving on from that.
Yep, we had Sheamus come out at number, was it 28 or 29?
Roughly that.
Yep, we had Roman Reigns attack him, so Roman Reigns decided to enter himself back in the match, which kind of pissed me off a lot.
It's kind of funny because one of my friends that I watched the Rumble match with, who knows very little to nothing about wrestling, he was watching it with me, and as soon as Roman got, stretchered or taken to the back, he's like, he's gonna come out around like 27, 28 and just be like, I'm the angry Samoan man. That's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened.
That is brilliant.
Yes, and he got like fucking booed out of the building.
Which is no surprise. He was getting booed out of the building the whole night.
Yeah, but thank God they had the sense to eliminate him second to last. After number 30 was Triple H.
Yep, as we all kind of were hoping.
Yeah.
Because it got to the point where I was like, Roman's in the ring, Brock's out, Bray's not out, but he's not going to win.
Yeah.
There's, AJ Styles is out, all these good people are out. Fuck.
Yeah, like, we're screwed.
Yeah.
It's either Roman or, like, Bray.
Yeah, and then Triple H came out at 30, and I popped purely for the fact of, okay, Roman's probably not going to win now.
Thank God. But, yeah, so Triple H came out number 30, eliminated a few people, eliminated Roman.
Yep. Surprisingly
eliminated Wyatt.
Surprisingly eliminated Roman clean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Roman wasn't really paying attention, but...
Still.
Good.
Yeah,
and the final two, Ambrose, Triple H, had a little back and forth for a little while, and then Triple H won.
Yeah, he got the elimination on Ambrose.
So he's, now a 14-time...
Yep. 14-time world champ.
He's edging Cena territory now.
I'd honestly rather him fucking beat Ric Flair than Cena.
Kind of hope he does. Just chuck the title on him a couple more times. Do it.
Have him lose it at Mania, win it back at SummerSlam.
Not
There's
even
15 right
SummerSlam.
there.
Like Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Like just the immediate pay-per-view.
Just keep taking the title and putting it back on him for the pure purpose of making him the 15 or 16 time champ.
It's a good plan. It's a
It
good
is.
plan. I like it. So, as far as the Rumble as a whole, like the Rumble match, what would you give that?
Honestly, I think I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Based on what my expectations were and based on what I got. Yeah, I feel like that's
Expectations, what you got?
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an appropriate rating.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll probably go a 4 Horsemen out of 5. I think the booking of Roman Reigns was a little bit sketchy.
Oh, that was sketchy, but that's overshadowed by the fact that he didn't win.
Yeah, but then there was a few people that, like, you know, why did Jericho last so long?
So they could set up Jericho Ambrose, I guess? Because that's what I think that's where they're going with that.
But why?
Why not? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, it'd be a good match.
It just pissed me off because, like, we've been saying for like 2-3 weeks when Jericho's been like, "Oh, I'm one of the #1 contenders for, you know, the Royal Rumble."
Well, he actually did kind of last till right at the
That's
end.
my point. Is that we were like, "No, you're not, Chris," and then he does that.
Yeah, it turns out he was.
Motherfucker.
You lasted from number 6 to right at the end. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Good on ya. I think he was the longest lasting person in the whole Rumble.
He was.
Fuck.
DDP yoga for you, man.
That's what it does.
Unless you want to count Roman.
No,
but, like,
you don't count Roman.
all right, good.
He went and had a nap in the back.
All right, cool. Rumble as a whole.
Yeah, Rumble as a whole. I'll probably give it a 4 Horsemen.
Yeah, I'll probably go 4 Horsemen out of 5 as well. We were expecting like nothing. So
Yeah, I was expecting shit, to be
expecting
honest.
a fair bit from the actual matches, but not
Yeah.
the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, not the
match.
Rumble.
So, thumbs up for this pay-per-view, to be
Good
stuff.
stuff. Good start to the year, WWE.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Yes, that's the challenge.
Yeah,
Keep it up.
What a big challenge.
Yes. So that was the whole fucking show, guys. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on what you thought of the Rumble, and we will see you next time for some more one-of-a-kind reviews.
Have a nice day.
If you mess with me, you got no chance. No chance in hell. You got no chance.
I thought you caught on to the fact that I caught on to you doing scissors every time. So you were going to change it.
No.
No.
So your thought pattern was like, alright, he knows what I do now, so
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Good thinking, Dale, I like it.